like to request that Tom and Elaine please come forward. Well, I'll read what I prepared, but then I probably will have some ad-lib comments as well. On behalf of our school system, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to two members of the superintendent's cabinet who will be moving on to new chapters in their lives. Tom Kline will become the new principal at Madison Elementary School following 3 years as our system's Chief Accountability Officer. And I can recall 3 years ago when really I started and I took a look at our staffing, and we had a director of secondary education, we had a director of elementary education, and I proposed that I really kind of wanted to change things up. And so I talked about this concept of accountability and talked about the concept of academics and how we could take those silos that we've had previously and break those down and integrate our services K-12 across our curriculum with our language programs, with our special services programs, with Title I, and then who can help us with our grade card? Who can help us hold ourselves as a system accountable? And I knew that Tom was the perfect candidate for the job because of his demeanor, because of the fact that he had served faithfully as a building level administrator. He joined the system here a number of years ago as the principal at Lakeview and moved to the district office about 4 years ago. Even had a stint during that time with Mrs. Blatt's, kind of trading off as helping out at Madison Elementary School during the spring of 2009 before I joined the system. And I think Tom, he started in, and I think tonight you saw kind of a swan song of just an excellent accountability report and a gentleman who has his arms wrapped around the data. He's able to explain it. He's able to make meaning out of it, and he's able to help others kind of find their way and see what can be done at the classroom level to change teaching and to improve teaching. He's also been instrumental this past year in leading the effort to help our school corporation adopt RISE, which is the new teacher evaluation system in the state. And I just cannot, I told him, I said, I don't want to let you go. You're so valuable that I know when we think about not only helping our children achieve our dreams, but how do we help our staff achieve their dreams? And Tom has a dream that he'd like to be an elementary principal. And so, it's really, it's bittersweet in a way. And I said to him this morning, I said, Tom, I'm kind of mad at you. And he giggled. He said, well, Dr. Hintz, I'm not mad at you at all. And we kind of hugged each other. And I'm just back from vacation. And I know that he's very excited about this new chapter in his life. And, he's served this corporation so faithfully and loyally and to the best of his ability. And he's such just really a fine, fine man and a fine gentleman. So, Tom, it's a pretty nice board, don't you think? This is our little mini poster of our strategic plan. And it says, Thomas R. Kline, in appreciation for loyal and dedicated service as Chief Accountability Officer of the Warsaw Community Schools, July 31st, 2020. Congratulations. Give a few people.
How do you say anything after that? This is bittersweet for me. We've had a cabinet that has worked together now for 3 years. It's been hard work. When you run an organization that has 8,000 people in it, 7,000 students, and over 1,000 employees, it's not easy, and they all work hard, and we work hard together. And we like each other, and it's been a pleasure to work for Dr. Hintz and to learn when I pursued this dream, I had the opportunity to look elsewhere. And I saw his dream. And I've been promoting his dream lately with the results that you see. He's taken our corporation to places we've not seen. And I said, I want to work for you. So it especially, I will miss working with all of you. You got me a second.
I know, geez.
And but I'm excited. I'm excited to take what I've learned, take it to a school, and help that school become an outstanding school.
Thank you, Tom. Please, let's shake hands with the board members.
And you can always go back and visit us.
Reading on, Elaine Bultemeier will be leaving her role as our Chief Technology Officer due to the relocation of her husband's employment. Elaine has provided outstanding leadership in her role, as Tom has, and certainly will be sorely missed. And I know 2 years ago, I asked Elaine if she'd be interested in becoming the interim Chief Technology Officer. And she certainly accepted. You can come right over here. And she has incorporated such a vision of instructional technology in our school district. It's phenomenal what has been accomplished. Our cabinet develops task lists and timelines of things that they are working on with due dates. And I can't begin to share with you the massive amount of work that our technology department is responsible for when we talk about supporting every kind of technology system in our district. And being able to recommend the right people on the technology bus, whether they're here at the district level or they're tech support specialists out in the building. We have really made some wonderful, wonderful gains in technology and how we use technology as an accelerator for learning. And then, as if she didn't have enough to do, when I made a request of the board that we venture forth with the strategic plan, I went to Elaine and I said, Elaine, I have a request. For us to really do this well, we need to have an internal coordinator of our strategic plan. And I said, I told her a little bit about the role and shared with her, I'd like to have you think about it for a couple of days and then let's get together again. And she looked right at me and she said, I accept, on the spot. And certainly it was all new learning for her. And she had a couple of her staff members that were with her every step of the way. And for those of you that know Steve Baroni, our facilitator, he's been engaged in this work for 21 years in 38 countries, helping school corporations develop strategic plans. And he called me and he let me know when it was all over that of all the internal coordinators that he's worked with in 21 years, Elaine Bultemeier is in the top 5%. And that's throughout the world in 38 countries. There was not a glitch in the process, and if there was a glitch, you never knew about it. Elaine is so loyal, so faithful, and has done her work so well. And it's hard to let her go, and it's hard for her to go. We know that. But we know that this is a new chapter for Elaine and her family, and we just wish nothing but the best for her. So, Elaine, another nice plaque. Elaine M. Bultemeier, an appreciation for loyal and dedicated service as Chief Technology Officer and Strategic Plan and Internal Coordinator of the Warsaw Community Schools, July 31st, 2012. Congratulations, and thank you so much.
So much from all of you, from Dr. Hintz. This is a very difficult decision. I guess I'll share with you something that Dr. Hintz told me when he was transitioning in his life. He was looking for work at one point, and he wanted to get back in the game again and be the superintendent, and his wife said to him that, I love my job, but I love you more. So that's how I feel. So thank you very much, and this will be my 14th move. So I'm very good at moving. And that's really all I have to say. Just thank you for the opportunity.
Now for announcement number 2. Wendy Long, Director of Instructional Support Services, will be adding some new responsibilities to her role with the school corporation. With the start of the new school year, Wendy will assume the role of Director of Communications and Language Programs. We look forward to Wendy's work in our new role. And once again, went to a cabinet member and made a request, knowing that, can we add some needs that we have to tell our story? Because believe me, the word is out about the Warsaw Community Schools. And so our strategic plan is about communication, it's about branding, it's about marketing, it's about attracting new families to our community. That's part of it. And then we talk about internal communications and external communications and all of that. So I'd like to make that announcement tonight and request that Wendy come forward and share a few comments.
I didn't know that I was going to be sharing a few comments about communications. I'm really thankful for the opportunity. I'm a little emotional because I'm going to miss those two, because we really have a great team. And that's why I said yes. Because we have a really great team, we have a great leader. And I told Dr. Hintz that I don't say yes lightly, I'm a ponder, but I love this school system, I love this community, I love my job. I think I've said that at least 10 times this week, and it's only Monday. And I am really excited about the opportunity. I thank you for allowing me to go to Chicago. Just a few weeks ago, I took about this many notes, got a lot of ideas, and you're going to express some of them, external, internal communications. Seems like my antennas